Welcome back to the channel, people. You already know who it is. It's Tyme London. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Like the videos, share the videos with all your friends and family. Useful content for everybody who's going to be watching these videos. So today I'm back with a new video. I'm a bit crossed at the moment because this is going to be a serious video. This information here is going to be very useful to a lot of people, especially people staying here in Kampala, Uganda, where I am at the moment. So make sure whatever you're doing, make sure you're watching to the end. Make sure you watch this whole video, because what I'm going to be talking about is going to be useful to a lot of people here, and probably some of you can relate already. And so make sure you share this video. If you watch this video, share it with all your friends and family, okay, because it's going to be helpful to a lot of people coming to Uganda, and also the people living in Uganda here as well, because I'm going to be spitting nothing but truths right now, nothing but facts. Like I told you, I'm a bit crossed at the moment. It's going to be a very serious video because what I'm talking about happened to me. So listen up, people. First things first, I stay in London, like most of you know, hence the name Tyme London. I come to Uganda often. I've got family and friends down here, so I'm always here. So mainly when I'm here, like most of you guys who stay here and most of you guys who do come and visit here, your friends and family, or most of you who just come here for vacation. So most of the times when I'm here, I stay with some of my helpers. Now, I call them helpers because I don't want to use that word maid. I hate that word. I think it's a bit rude. So I call them helpers. At the moment, I have two people that I stay with that help me out around the house, who do a bit of cleaning for me, washing my clothes and stuff like that. And they normally do an amazing job. But recently, well, let me take it back, because something's been happening to me a few times. It's happened a few times, and partly I am to blame, but at the end of the day, these habits cannot be tolerated. Now, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about, Tyme? But listen to me. Yes, people, I have been getting robbed by my helpers or maids, however you want to call them. I like to call them my helpers. So they've been stealing from me, and it's been happening for a long time, and I'm going to explain to you guys. So a little bit of backstory. Before I moved into this house right here, I used to stay somewhere else. I'm not going to say where. I used to stay somewhere else, and the same people who I'm staying with right now, they're the same people I used to stay with at that place. But at that place, when I used to come to Kampala, I used to stay with some of my nieces and some of my nephews. So the house was full of people when I was staying there, right? So some people, I used to get people stealing money from me, cash money from me. And I never really could put, any hands on who was doing it. So what I did back then, this is like 2 years ago, I sat them down on a table and I spoke to them calmly, and I told them, listen, something's been going on. Somebody's been stealing money from me. I don't know who. I don't know if it's either one person or just, a few people. So I didn't know who it was because I had no evidence of who was doing it. But I knew for a fact people were stealing money from me. So I spoke to them at the time, and that thing stopped at that time. So, like I said, I didn't know who it was. So moving forward, right? Now I've moved into this house, right? I've been here for a while. And the same people, some of the same people I stayed with in the old house are still here. When I'm here, they come and help me out. And some of my nieces and nephews come here for a while I'm here. And, they live with me for a while as well when I'm in Kampala. So fast forward to 2019. The same people again were living with me in 2019 when I was here. And the same thing kept on happening. Now, you're probably thinking, how they keep robbing you and you don't understand? You don't get it, you don't stop it. So, like I was saying before, I stay with some of my helpers, and some of my nephews and nieces come and stay with me sometimes when I'm in Kampala. So now, this is what happens, right? Everybody who knows how, helpers or maids, whatever you want to call them, everybody knows they will do things like come to your bedroom, clean your bedroom, change your bed sheets if you need them changed. And also, obviously, it's part of their duties, as well as cooking and cleaning around the house. They'll come to your bedroom and clean your bedroom as well. So this what normally happens. with me, what I was doing, I was putting so much trust in most of my helpers. And what I do, the keys to my bedroom, when I'm stepping out during the day, or even at night when I'm going to to party a little bit with my friends, I'd lock my bedroom and I'd leave my keys with one of the helpers or one of the others. Like I said, there was two of them. So I'd lock my bedroom and I give them the keys. Now, what I didn't know is most of the times when I'd be out, they'd come and steal some of my money from me. So you're probably wondering, how are they stealing your money? So this is what they'll do. When I'm around Kampala, mainly I like to, keep a little bit of cash on me at home. So I'll have a few, millions around, maybe 2 or 3, to use around the house or even when I'm going out. Because I don't really like using the system of mobile money because it's annoying. So I prefer using cash. So anyway, what they will do, I'd have something like this. This is 1 million Ugandan shillings. So what I do, I normally have something like this, in my bedroom. And if I do go out and I leave my keys to them, what they were doing, they thought they were really smart, because what they were doing is they'll come to, a million like this, and they wouldn't take the whole million. What they were doing, the tactics they were using, they'd come and take like 200k from a million, 200 Ugandan shillings, or sometimes they would even take 300 shillings, or sometimes they would take 150k Ugandan shillings. So they won't take the whole bundle, and that's what they were doing. So say for example, if I've got 4 million laying around, they come and take a few. They'll take some money from each million. So that they think that when I come back, maybe they were thinking I wasn't counting the money. So instead of taking 1 million from say 3 million or 4 that's there, they take 200k from 1 million and then go to another million and take 300k and then go to another one and take 150k. So that's how they were robbing me. But like I said before, that was happening from my old house, and I spoke to them and I thought, all of those bad habits had stopped. So now that we're here, same stuff happened in 2019. Now when I realized what was happening in 2019, I spoke to them again and I said to them, look, this has to stop or I'm going to take action. And at that time, one of my helpers were let go because she was the person that everybody thought was doing these, kind of things. So I let her go. When that happened, now fast forward to this year. Now, this time around, I'm back again and the same thing is happening. This means it's either a few of them were stealing from me or the thief is still here in my house. Now, I'm doing this video for you guys just to not only to tell you what's been happening to me, but also to make you guys aware what kind of things can happen when you trust a lot of people, or when you trust people too much, or when you're kind of like, when you're too laid back, or sometimes when you don't take action or you don't protect yourself properly. Because at the end of the day, with me, the mistake I made is to not make changes way back from my old place when I moved here. Really and truly, I should have bought myself a security box, and I was supposed to buy it, but I didn't. I delayed, and right now I've got one after all of this has been happening. So look, I'm making these videos to warn you guys. Be careful when you come to Uganda. Be careful of the people you keep around, and be careful, when you're stepping out, if you're leaving your keys to them, because look, you never know what's going to happen, man. And that's what's been happening to me. It's a bad thing. Sometimes you trust people, you help, you give them whatever they need. Yeah, even though they're on the job, they're working for you, you're paying them, you're giving them, benefits and stuff like that. You're literally giving them more than you should be giving them, more than the wages that you should be paying them. You look after them, you give them days out, to go have some fun and stuff like that, because, they're people too. So, you're trying to treat them as good as you can, and they turn around and, steal from you. So, my people watching this video, make sure you're sharing this video to your family and friends, because this information could help somebody. Because I'm a bit cross, because this is what's been happening to me. They've been stealing from me for a while, and now I've taken action. I've got rid of most of the people that I'm living with, and I bought myself a security box, which I recommend most of you guys should do. If you're living in Kampala, Uganda, and you're living with people in the house, and you've got people who come to your bedroom and clean for you, change bed sheets for you, wash your clothes for you, and they can go to your bedroom when you're not there, make sure if you've got cash laying around or valuables, laying around, could be jewelry, anything, make sure you've got yourself a safety security box, because you never know what's going to happen, and you could trust people, to look after your stuff while you're not around, but they could be stealing from you, and they've been stealing from me for the longest time. They've been stealing my money. So now, what I did, I got myself a security box, and also as well, if you do have keys to your bedroom, make sure you take your keys with you when you're leaving, when you're going. Take your keys instead of leaving them, because that's what I do now. So I can't really, the person who stayed, some people got let go again. So the person who's staying, they know what's happening, and they're not really getting my keys no more. I take my keys with me, and yeah, so be careful, man, when you come to Uganda, whether you don't live here, when you come for holidays, be careful, man, because some of you are probably getting robbed and you don't even know. Because like I said, the tactics these guys were using, what they will do, they'll just take some of the money. They won't take all of it. They'll just take some of the money. So if you have a lot of money laying around and you're not actually counting your money, you might not know that somebody's robbing you. You might not know until it's too late. Because I realized after a few weeks, and I've been here for nearly 5 weeks. So imagine how much money they've been stealing from me. So people, protect yourselves when you're on holiday. Now, I'm not saying everybody, is a thief. Of course not. There are thieves everywhere you go around the world. But here in Kampala, protect yourselves when you come here. It could be family and friends. It could be your helpers or your maids, or whatever you want to call them. Make sure you protect your belongings and your money. That's the message I'm trying to give you guys, because I've been getting robbed from the people that, I live with. People that actually been helping, looking after, giving them whatever they need when I'm here. And yeah, they decided to rob me. So those are the kind of people we're living with. Like my guy Future said, it's a cold world we're living in. It's true, man. You could be helping people, but they could be robbing you at the same time. So watch your back for those people who are supposed to be watching your back. You understand? So I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you got the message. Protect yourselves and make sure all your belongings are secure. Buy yourself a security safety box. It will save you a lot, man. You can keep your passport, your money in there, all your, personal belongings, keep them in there. And, make sure you're careful. Be careful who you let into your bedroom as well, because for me, I was laid back. I thought I could trust these people. I'd, leave my keys with them when I'm going out and tell them, hey, do me a favor, change those bed sheets for me, give me some fresh towels, clean, like, how we do, iron my clothes and hang them up in my wardrobe, which is, supposed to be their duties. So they ended up robbing me. So that's what I'm telling you, people. It's Tyme London. Like I keep telling you guys, I make these videos for you guys to, mainly to send messages like these, so that, whatever I go through, somebody else doesn't have to go through. It's about this journey that I'm going to, these traveling videos. Everywhere I go, I'm going to be making these videos for you guys, so you can see the world through my eyes, and also sending you these important messages. So tell your friends and family, share this video with everybody, because this message could be useful to somebody else. Somebody else might be in the same position I was in, getting robbed unknowingly, and you don't know they're stealing from me. So share the video, like the vid, and subscribe to the channel. More content coming, of course, from me, Tyme London. I'm still here in Kampala making this content. More amazing vids coming your way. So stay tuned, and I'm going to end it here. See you down the road. Peace.